And everyone has points. So we don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a haircut. Wow.
Do. I don't wait that long, and then I wait that long, and I get a haircut, and it feels like I lost weight afterwards. And I live above a hair salon. It really should not be that hard for me to make time for a haircut. Adrian, I like your background. I swear that's the same map I have behind me.
It's probably the same concept.
It's a little different,
yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I appreciate it. Also, I kind of like having all my RPG books on the shelf where I can reach them, but I kind of miss having the suit of armor here.
You did move things around. I'd forgotten about your suit of armor.
That was last weekend, right?
Yeah. It's been like an entire week that I've spent moving things around. Like it really feels like I've put in the same amount of work I would have put in had I literally moved it into a new place. But anyway, the last time we were all together in 1776, the party had accepted a deal from Rubidoux that he would get them John Dee's part of the Philosopher's Stone if they would use it to save Negredo's life.
Oh yeah, this went out well.
Which they did.
Okay.
And as Negredo was awakening, they discovered the house was surrounded by
nice people,
the
friends.
British.
Oh,
friends with red coats.
Stylish friends.
So Rubidoux was in the process of leading everyone downstairs to where they can escape out a secret tunnel.
Or so we want to believe.
I mean, that's what he's telling you. If you think he's actually betraying you, you might want to not go along with that plan.
Don't know how much choice we have.
Yeah, I think I like our chances.
All right. Also, the British regulars, John Dee is among them.
Okay.
Despite the fact that Albedo is supposed to be keeping him distracted and away from the house, he is in fact with the soldiers that are coming to arrest you.
Yeah, that tracks.
So if everyone could go ahead and roll initiative, click on your token and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Also, yes, we replaced the token on the dog so that it doesn't look like a hellhound and won't accidentally get shot the next time you meet some.
Dang it.
Nice.
So it looks like with a 0, my plan to grab Rubidoux and go out the door with him a gun to his head to prevent them from shooting us is probably not going to happen.
Yep. So in my games, when you roll a 0 on initiative, you don't get to go on the first round at all.
So I'll leave strategy to everyone else.
I'll leave strategy to the people who can do things.
So I rolled a 4. Okay, very good.
All right. Mary would be up first.
You're muted, Becca.
Yes, out of the room. Sorry. There's a reason I was muted. I would turn to it's Albedo.
Albedo is outside.
Oh, who's the person in front of me?
Rubidoux.
Rubidoux. I would turn to Rubidoux and ask, is there a way out of here other than the front door?
stair in the pantry leads to the catacombs under the city.
Can I start heading that way with
Sure.
my dog? I don't think I have enough time to bar the door. Is there anything immediately visible to bar the door with?
I mean, the door has a lock on it, like
Yeah.
a bolt you
Is
can
it-
slide. It's
is it
it's a
locked?
residence. It's
I'll
It's locked. Sorry.
I'll lock the door then.
okay.
And after I lock the door, can I start heading towards the pantry?
Sure.
And how far would I get for that?
What's your move? Also, where'd your token go?
I'm on top
Right
of
here.
what's his face.
Oh,
My move is
Very
4, which isn't that good, which is why I was thinking it would be good to start heading there now.
You could
Sure.
double move too.
I'm not a
well,
fan
I
of the
think
door.
if she's gonna lock the door, that would be an
Okay.
act.
Oh, there's
So,
others of us that could do it too.
Yeah.
And some of us can do things on the run.
Yeah, not me. I can
Yeah.
barely
So
run.
if you want to just move and let
Okay, yeah,
someone
I'll just move. I'll say lock the door and then put those vases in front of it or whatever, and then I'll head 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I like not be in the way? Gosh.
I mean, there's
Stay
also the
here.
way around back, so theoretically,
But also,
Well, actually, I could do a full move action.
Yeah,
you
1,
could
2, 3. That gets me in here.
make an investigation check.
Sweet. My dog's move is 5. Investigation. Ooh, it's mediocre at best. Can I roll it with a +1 with one of my
Sure.
thingy-mabobbums?
Spell points.
So, kind of moving things around in the pantry, you find the handle hidden behind some stuff, and you're able to slide this shelf. So this door is now open, leading down these stairs.
Then I actually had one more move, so I would be there.
Well, no, because you
Oh,
can't move, act, and then move again. You don't have that
Okay.
ability.
okay. Can my dog also move over to me?
Sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think-
the dog can move past people. It's
Cool.
how it is.
Graham is slightly tripped by the dog running between his legs, and he is immobile this turn.
It's definitely
Well,
the
yeah.
dog's fault.
Yeah, it's that damn dog with the leg. It's like it got stuck on something.
bad bastard.
John D is holding something that's around his neck, some kind of medallion, and he's chanting. Most of
Lock
you don't see
door.
this because there's a door between you two, but
But
Does
Josiah
my
might be
lodestone
feeling
begin to glow?
something.
Dr. Channing is next.
Does my lodestone begin to glow?
Yes, your lodestone is
do I sense
glowing.
this?
Uh,
Oh, I'm nervous.
Can I see any of this, or are you just telling the players this?
if Thomas has his lodestone out, if he's wearing it like
Yeah, I
outside,
learned.
then yeah, you could probably pick up on the fact that that's glowing, and I think you all know what that means.
When this lodestone is glowing, do you have any idea of the direction, or just that there's something somewhere?
I asked before. Adam's answer was not that helpful. Meaning, I don't really know. I don't really think I know where. I know it's happening, but not where it's happening. Is that correct?
All
Adam?
right, you know what? I think
You,
the best.
you know distance.
I think the best
Like
way
the
to.
stronger the magic is, and the closer it is, the brighter it glows.
Okay. I've
But we can
decided.
assume it's coming from the front door.
Well, I've decided that the best way to deal with this is to not be there when it happens. So,
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4,
First rule of Miyagi Karate: no be there.
5, and I'm gonna double move. I think, right?
Okay.
Is that something I can do?
Yes.
1,
Well,
2, 3, and then I guess I can be in the same hex as the dog, but not Mary, right?
Would I have been able to kind of like move away when I
I'll
was?
say we'll stop you on this square, just to.
Oh, but I'm trying to
Maybe.
get in there. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Would I have been able to kind of like be over there, so I'm not in people's way?
I mean, it's a small space. I think we're gonna keep you where you were.
I
I don't
wouldn't.
think it's gonna matter.
Look, there's
I
a
don't- I
stack of
honestly don't think it's
stuff
gonna
right
matter.
here, and there's a shelf. Like when this shelf is open, this square is pretty much inaccessible. So
Okay.
All right. There it is then.
all right, Rubido's
We
turn.
meet in the kitchen.
I was asking because if I do a hold portal spell, I'm gonna need to be there to let people pass me.
Rubido goes over here and begins shooting at, and just pulls out his pistols and shoots one, shooting at the window.
I don't know, this seems like a family matter to me right now.
Thomas just got some respect for Rubido.
Why is he shooting at 14 redcoats?
Why
Instead
not?
of
Oh, he's not.
coming with
He's. If you were there, you'd know he was purposely not aiming to hit anything, but
Oh, okay.
you know, people might be less likely to rush the building if there's gunfire. Silverlock
Fair
would be
enough.
up next.
Okay, and I'm going to be screwing myself. I have that
No,
primitive
no,
flaw.
That's my
No.
favorite plan. Oh my goodness.
No, it's one of those things. It's like, do I understand how to lock a door? That's what I'm going to ask because
Oh god.
I didn't think about that until now. It's like, yeah.
I'm gonna
guess I-
say I'll leave it up to you. I
or,
would
or do
say
you want me
yes,
to roll it?
it's not that complicated, but if you want to extend your flaw and say that you are that unused to being indoors, then I'll give you a point.
Yeah, I'm gonna come here,
He's struggling.
sort of like going, lock the door, and I'll drag the vase or whatever because it's like, it's like
It's actually a vase.
yeah. Eh,
I gotta go, guys. This has been a good game. Bye.
I thought it might have been like a table, a table by the front door.
I thought it was a
vase is-
vase.
Vase.
Vase. French.
The vase.
okay, if I don't think it's good, I'll take a knife and try to force it, between the door and the, to try to jam it the door.
Oh, jam the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically trying to create a doorstop out of a knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like and you want me to roll or just try to hit it and then move?
I'm just gonna say taking the average, you can do something of that nature.
Yeah. And then my movements. Let's see, it's 6. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. Okay. So that's since I had to do an action and move. So
Well, the door bursts open, and there are 2 redcoats standing there. They're not able to shoot this turn because one bashed the door and the other assisted.
Oh, crap. All right.
This one is going to fire toward the window that Rubido shot out. He doesn't manage to hit Rubido, but he is, very least it got him to spend a bullet. And then the guys around back. This guy's going to double move and burst in. As is this guy.
Always love making friends in new places.
Meet new people, make friends, and kill them.
There we go. All right. And Thomas would be up next. Kids, this is the story of how Graham got riddled with bullets after all his friends left him.
I should have chosen Sean Bean as my avatar.
Ah,
Oh my goodness! All right.
I can't double move and attack, right?
Nope.
Okay. It's probably safe to assume that we can't actually escape while they're so close to us.
It's your
Um,
move.
You could.
You can move, but
I mean, that's what escaping is. You just run and try to stay ahead of the guys who are.
all right.
and we do have a way out. Although I'm not sure your character would actually know that. But,
Well, again, Rubido told you
Yeah.
guys about the stairway in the pantry. You were all there. and
yeah,
you
that's
heard
true.
it.
So we do know. Question is, can we get there?
Gonna go. I'll go here. Doorway.
Adam, question: do we have our regular weaponry?
Not rifles.
Yeah,
But
because you
Could
guys
I-
can. You guys
could
would
I
not
have-
have had a chance to collect that.
Would I have
So-
had my bow and quiver?
I would say no, but concealable weapons and given the era and that you were supposed to be security, I would say it's possible the gentleman could be wearing swords.
So sword, and then I probably would have my pistol. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have my
Okay.
pistol. That means that's sad.
No, I'd say you could have your pistols.
and your fun one too.
Yeah,
Your new
fun
you
one.
you have your. What
Which
is
I
it?
now know how to use.
I forget how many barrels your gun has. 3 or 4.
Three, I thought.
Got 3.
3.
Yeah, it was a
I mean, it has
tripod.
4. Got 4.
Graham doesn't get to go this turn, so we're back to
I would like to amend that to
Mary.
I definitely do get to go by regaining my
Mary.
footing.
Mary is debating between the hold portal spell and the just causing everyone to sleep if possible spell to try to get away.
Sleep is
Um,
good.
Sleep is good. Okay. Mary is going to pop out here. Would I actually be able to occupy the same space as my dog? Or here?
Could you just move the
And
dog
at
first?
that point. Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point. My
he's
dog is
gotta
gonna start heading down the tunnel to
Are the shelves open?
escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I opened it.
She
Okay.
opened it. So,
Sorry, I missed that.
alright.
I opened it, and I'm going to cast sleep on these poor suckers over here.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to see how. I think they're within just the 0 modifier
Mhm.
spell. And it's going to be a 5-foot effect, which is a -2. Do I still get a bonus for my dog, or is it because my dog has escaped I don't get the bonus?
It's down the tunnel, so it's not in the area. You do not.
It's
get the bonus.
technically just on the other side of a wall from where I'm casting this spell. Technically. So I get a -2 modifier to
Yep.
this spell. and it would be
Yeah, Puppy has
magic
left the building.
-2. Darn you, Puppy.
Literally told Puppy to leave the building.
I did tell Puppy to leave. He was in my way. Actually, I was going to be. It didn't really change where I was, but now I'm not in the way for people.
Right, and you have to beat their willpower to put them to sleep?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
They would have to have a pretty good willpower to do that.
A little sleepy face, awesome.
All right. John D is going to continue.
Ouch
Oh, that's a good
time.
one.
Dr. Channing is up next.
All right, who do I see? I see Mary. I see Thomas through the. Oh, I see Thomas there.
You see people out the window.
Yeah.
I see people out the window. I'm trying to understand who he would be seeing that's in the party.
I'm sick,
Crap,
technically.
he can't see everybody, so he's not gonna leave yet. What is he going to do? 1, 2. I can't. Can I move through Thomas here?
That in that narrow space, no.
You can start down the tunnel.
Well, no, he doesn't want to leave because he doesn't want to abandon them.
You could do a medicine check on me.
Oh, do you look sick?
I got bumped in the head when I got thrown
Okay.
against a wall.
All right, sounds like a
when,
plan.
yeah, when he healed Negredo, he kind of had a
Medicine.
telekinetic burst that.
All right, sounds like a good thing to do when I
Forgot
can't
about
do
that.
anything.
And he's still up
Alright.
there in the bedroom.
Yep. Okay. So
2.
she recovers one lethal or 2 non-lethal.
It was non-lethal, so.
All right.
Doesn't he
Hey,
have a
I'm
life
back.
Oh,
saving?
no, two. Yeah, two lethal. Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Because
much
he has the.
Yeah. like
Yeah.
He's
that's
our
why it
medic.
even says on this.
All right. Rubido is going to move. He's going to fire another shot, like blowing out a window, but not trying to hit anyone.
My hero.
Silverlock is up next.
Okay. First, I'm going to burn all my style points to boost both my high pain tolerance and my, basically both my talents. So hopefully I won't die because I'm going to, and my die hard. So,
You're putting all of your points in defense. Got it.
well, it's so that
All of
even
your
if I'm
points
at
in
negative
defense.
5, I'm not. I can
No,
still.
I know.
function
I know.
at
You're
normal and yeah.
you're trying to make
We know
sure
what
that
you're trying to
what you're about to do won't kill you, and that's.
But,
I
yeah.
get it.
Well, and I'm going to be in the line of fire for a while, so I have a feeling. So, okay.
Understood.
So I'm going back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try to disarm this guy and throw the weapon, hopefully, to Graham.
They fully opened the door then?
Oh yeah,
they
the
burst
doors
through
would
the-
burst open.
Okay.
And
So-
probably smashing the vase in the process.
Vase.
Faze.
Yeah. Odds are it's not going to work, but it's what I can attempt to do.
Sometimes a mediocre plan is better than a
Yeah. Well, it
good
gives.
plan later.
It's one
This
less
is one of those
weapon to
cases
take
where
down.
someone's like, "I got a crazy idea," and then someone's else like, "I prefer a good idea."
Okay,
Something like
and
that.
that's, if I remember, it's at what, a -2 on my attack.
Yep. And
Yeah.
he gets basically a +2 on
+2.
his melee roll to
Yeah.
defend because he's
Yeah.
holding it with both hands.
Yep.
Let's see.
Basically, I have to max out and hope it.
Yep. And I'll take the average on
Yeah.
his melee. You do not
And he-
succeed
yeah.
because of the two-handed
Yep.
thing.
And I'll fall back to where Graham is because, well, no, actually, I'll stay there. I'm wanting to. I would go closer to the door to give Grant, to make a choke point, but this might be just staying where I'm at. It's probably the best way to let Graham through.
Yep.
So that's my action, and I'm expecting to get hit a lot.
All right. So this guy's going to reload his gun. The officer inspires all of these guys around him.
No.
That's
I have a. Actually, that's a mechanics question that Graham wouldn't even know.
Or
I can make assumptions though.
all right. There's going to be a shot on Graham. First of all.
Here we go. All right, rolling my defense when you're ready.
All right, and they each get a +2 bonus because they've been inspired.
Ah!
so that's 2.
Then 2 shots on Silverlock.
There's the first one and the second one.
Ouch.
Okay, so the first one I take 1, and the second one I take 5, so I take a total of 6, which does stun me because
Might want to play dead.
We all just played the assembly.
Just a thought.
so I'm still not even down to 0 yet. So
Oh well, okay.
well,
Yeah.
and
I'm glad to hear that.
well, the thing is I'm functionally normal until I'm at -5, and with that without any penalties because I boosted my talents, but I'll die at -9, I believe.
All right.
Okay.
This one's taking a shot at Channing. He is not inspired.
Okay.
At least
He had
until
to
the end
step
of the
over
round.
his sleeping colleagues, but
Alright. And I'm gonna throw a style point in. Okay.
and these two are actually going to double move.
Bitches. I
Mm.
planned for them too.
So they won't be able to attack this turn, but the problem is now the people who are in the foyer are cut off in both directions from getting to the escape hole.
I'm just saying that you can walk over people who are asleep.
You can.
Sorry, I am at 0. I made a
So,
mistake.
what is
haven't
the-
learned-
What does the red dot represent? They fired already?
yeah.
Yeah, that's just so I know which ones don't have loaded guns.
Oh, okay. Alright.
All right. Thomas is up next.
I can't use Settle Strike if the guy's looking at me, right?
Right.
All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spend 2 style points to get double wielding without any sadness.
Sure. This is like my favorite scene in one of my favorite movies, the library fight in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Let's look at the fight.
Great
everyone-
movie.
It is.
If only
Like,
there were
every
books on the
fight in
wall.
that movie is just epic.
It really is actually.
I wish there were books on the wall so pages could go flying.
Well, come in here to the study. There's a bookshelf you could shoot at.
No, no. Don't shoot.
But I
And-
just
A
mean
little out of
like
my way.
a bunch of soldiers in a home, and all the heroes are doing awesome hero things.
So I'm going to first Shoot him in the point blank, so +1.
Okay.
As a side note, I'm still sad there was no second movie because of the ending scene. You know,
Me too.
yeah, that there should have been another movie.
All right.
He's probably dead.
He is. This guy is dead.
Please tell me his friend behind him is like, holy shit, and backs up a little bit.
Graham, you can move now.
Having been hit, I am going to go 1, 2. Can I take cover around this door?
Double move.
Yeah, that vase is smashed.
Okay. I should have quick draw. Let me double check.
Pretty sure you do.
Yes, I have quick draw. So my my main primary pistol is out, and I'm going to lean around the corner. And I wanted to shoot the first guy in
Okay.
front.
The one that shot you.
He's going down. There's a 4. And then
Okay.
I want to shout, if I may. Mr. D, your son is alive and well upstairs. What is this?
And on his turn, we'll see if he responds. Mary.
Mary was hoping people would be leaving. I don't see people leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas didn't want to have these two guys come and attack you both, so he decided he would make new friends with pointy objects.
Hold on. Let me double check
And
modifiers.
this is where some of you are remembering that the GM has repeatedly said he has no moral reservations about killing characters. I try to avoid it, but if I can't, well,
Okay. 5-foot radius is anybody within like a 5 foot of that. So would that include all 3 of those people?
yeah. Basically, pick a square and it's that square and any square adjacent or diagonal to it.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
So if you're hitting this guy, you'd hit the
Mm.
guy south of him and the guy northwest of him.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the 3 of them.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need some modifiers because it's gonna
Do you
be at
want
a
us-
-4. So I'm just
Mhm.
gonna do a
Can I-
minus. Sorry, go
Can I
ahead.
give her a style point?
No, she has the style points if she wants to use them.
Okay.
I'm
Puppy,
gonna use
come back.
2 of them. Oh, that was still bad. Is there will a 2 or below?
And that was the sleep spell.
Yeah. Hold on. Sleep. Okay.
And do you have to meet or exceed their will?
Hold on.
Exceed.
I'm double checking. Compares it to the willpower rating of each target. If he or scores more successes than the willpower, the target immediately falls unconscious.
Okay. So more means equal to is not enough.
Oh. Yeah, I say it's time to get out of here, and I actually
Yeah.
do want to get out of here at this point.
I'm following you.
Uh, I think I don't know if I can double
I don't
move,
think
but
I can help
at the
anybody
very
by
least, I'm
standing around shooting it.
getting out of dodge.
Sure. And you disappeared on the tunnel?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do. At that point, I would head down the tunnel, catch up with my dog. Also, I did send my dog scouting ahead. That's the purpose for him going down first, was just to
Yep.
kind of go through the
And
tunnel.
you know from him, seems the tunnel is clear.
Is it dark?
I mean, yes, it's a tunnel.
Does my dog
This
have
is not Skyrim. No one goes ahead of you and lights all the lamps for you.
Oh,
Really? Oh. Okay. But I don't think there's a problem logistically with us just going down. Or
I mean,
are
the
you...
tunnel was made presumably as an escape tunnel, so it's not going to have things that would hinder an escape.
Okay.
except traps.
Yeah, like
that was part of
Prince
it.
Superfine castle design, if you have a sally port, you don't then trap the sally port because it defeats the purpose.
Well, you could have a false sally port.
True. I guess if you really thought Rubido was trying to betray you and that they had a false sally port that he'd send you through, then... Alright, Dr. Channing is up next.
All right, Dr. Channing does not know what Graham and Silverlock are doing. They could be coming, or they could not be.
Or they
I
could
did-
be dead.
But there is a guy
There's
here.
Thomas who looks alive. So I'm going to leave down the tunnel.
I said it was time to get out of here before I booked it. Just saying.
Yeah, I hate to leave them, but I think they can probably escape if they want to, and if they don't want to escape, then I don't know what I can do for them.
I'm worried about Graham, not so much for Silverlock. He can run fast.
Rubido crouches on the other side of this table and starts reloading his guns.
I'm stunned.
Did John D?
The
Oh, he
officer
did.
inspires his men.
Oh, jeez.
So John D didn't say anything in response on his turn.
He still appears to be casting. You did not get him to break his concentration.
Which is why it's like time to leave.
Actually, let's see this guy in here. No, not you. Let me... Stupid. It always puts the thing right in front of the handle.
It's so annoying, right?
Yeah. Like, out of all the things they insist on fixing, they don't fix that. Alright. So... Silverlock is going to get Ides of Marched.
Okay, so 2 attacks.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Silverlock is getting Ides of Marched.
So 1 and 3.
And then also 1 on Graham.
Only at -3. I'm still fine. I'm not stunned.
Everything's fine.
And Graham needs to defend against a 6.
I'm thinking.
Oh, Graham.
And Thomas is getting bayoneted.
By who?
Oh,
by
easy.
I'm gonna use 1 stout in my
And
defense.
he's not inspired, but he's basically charging you with a bayonet.
I'm gonna parry.
So okay.
Uh,
So he's gonna get a +2, or Jeff, off the top of your head, do you know if it's a +1 or a +2 for a charge?
+2.
Okay. He's gonna get a +2, but Thomas is gonna get to use his parry ability. And he's gonna derp, so I'm almost certain Thomas is taking no damage.
yeah. Did it roll?
Yep, 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. Yeah,
Graham, I need a body roll to see if you're bleeding out.
Is it at -1 or no?
Yeah. Graham is stable. He is not dying. Thomas
Is he
is up next.
conscious or not?
Well, if he was, no, I think that's if he takes if he takes non-lethal. Lethal, it's a body roll to see if you're dying or not.
No, you have 2 things. You always have the ability to possibly stay conscious, but you have a penalty.
All right, Graham,
but
go
it's
ahead
a
and make a
willpower.
check at -1 to see if you're conscious.
You need to get 2 successes to. Okay.
Graham
So he
is
is
still
conscious.
conscious. You can move, attack, or defend yourself.
Do one of them, or take a lethal point of damage.
But that's on
Thomas's turn.
Thomas doesn't really have many options here.
You have the guy who just stabbed you.
Thomas being, yeah, or I could leave and not be killed like you guys are about to be killed.
Like, I
We're
could stick around with
scared
you
by
guys,
being-
or I
I
could
don't-
live through this. I wonder what I'll choose.
Thomas, I don't think you can help them.
You
very
guys.
much. I
Yeah,
hate to tell
and
you,
I
that.
could
I hate
put
to
this
tell you
down-
to
this
leave them,
guy
but
out.
I don't think you can help them that much. You're just gonna die
No, I
with them.
can't do much. Sorry, friends. Bye.
Can you stab the person that's in your way before you leave? Or no?
Huh? Actually, I stab him and then leave.
Yeah, you can
'Cause there's
attack before you flee.
Cool, I'm doing that.
Stab me in the
All right, I'm gonna go
You
my double attack. I'm gonna go once more. Pistol to the point blanky. Yes, point blanky. And
I almost said you had shot your bolt, then I remembered, no, wait. His gun has 3 barrels now. Okay. No.
is that
This guy is dead.
pile of corpse, and hopefully you can escape. Open now, maybe possibly.
Is that your signature move, like stab and shoot?
Ideally, yes.
Stab and run.
Should get a
Yeah.
gun sword. Should seriously get a gun sword next. A historical gun sword, not a Final Fantasy gun sword, Aaron. I see that look in your eye.
Damn it! I was thinking the same thing. Final Fantasy 8, here we come. No, okay.
There is a historical gun sword. It is not like the one in Final Fantasy.
Damn it!
Okay.
All right. Graham is next up.
So I've collapsed to the ground, right? Been shot.
Yeah, you've been shot, stabbed.
I'm gonna
You know,
reach
you're
behind.
poisoning, a castration, and a drowning away from the full Rasputin.
I'm gonna pull out my
There's
concealed
still
pistol
time though.
from the back, and I'm gonna point
Okay.
it up at this guy in front of me, who I presume is like turning on Silverlock, and I want to shoot him.
Mhm.
Did
Okay.
I lose my, or was I stunned left?
You're
You were stunned
stunned.
last
Okay.
So
That's what,
I get a +1 because point blank.
Yes.
Pow.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And then I want to shout, Silverlock, get out of here! Run! And that's my
okay.
turn.
Now, are you going to move, or if
I
you do,
can't.
you take a lethal wound? But
I took a shot. I can only do one,
yeah,
right?
but well,
What he's
Unless
saying
you
is
wanna
you can
take
take
it-
an additional lethal wound to move as well.
but then you have to roll to stabilize and roll to
well, I can't
stay
pass.
conscious.
I can't pass him.
Yeah. Well, if you came this way, you could presumably step over the sleeping guys.
Yeah, but then there's more guys over there too.
There's
more
a door
actually.
there, huh? Okay.
There's no good
there
option, but
Yeah.
there
Alright.
are
It's-
options.
I can move my full speed with a wound.
Yeah. And then once you get done moving, you have to make a.
But the stabilization as well as
Mm-hmm.
oh well,
Do a
yeah.
body roll.
And it's going to be at a -2 though.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1,
But both the guys are on me,
2,
so you might not
3.
want to do it. Okay.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I
And
was
I'm-
not expecting that.
And I'm going
So
to
take a lethal wound.
I don't know if I can, but with part of my movement, can I recock the hammer of my pistol and point it at John D?
I mean, you don't have any bullets in it, but
I know, but
He doesn't
maybe
know that.
maybe.
I'll
there's
say on your next turn, I'll let you make a deception check to see if
Okay.
you do such a thing.
If you're conscious.
you should be at -2.
Yeah, I messed it up. I think when I
Okay. So go ahead and make a body roll and a willpower roll at -2, and we'll see if you're.
I'm gonna fall. I don't have a good body. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, you're stable at least. Now make the willpower roll.
Okay.
Nope.
You are.
Pops like a stone.
So you come staggering down the stairs
Oh,
with your
no.
gun, and you collapse at the bottom of them.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Mary is left. John D is next. He's Rubio is. He tried. Silverlock is up next.
Okay. I'm going to come and shelter Graham's body with mine and say, we surrender.
You both have a death wish. Seriously.
I
No,
Two
I'm
of
trying
you.
to.
I love playing with Jeff for this reason.
This is why I don't like playing with you. It's because you give
I
me
don't like this
anxiety.
group. 'Cause you guys
Well,
will
he
do
said
things.
a perfectly
You,
perfectly logical thing. What else
Oh
can
yes,
you do?
yeah.
it is
He
perfectly
surrendered.
logical.
Surrender. I know which
Yeah.
one I'd
Ah.
choose.
All right. So the party is now split.
Yay.
Group A, the party that made their way down the tunnel. You keep making your way down this dark tunnel. You have a little bit of light from the lodestone, because whatever John D is doing is powerful enough that first it reaches your lodestone all the way down in the tunnel.
Wow.
I'm really curious what he was doing.
Eventually that does go out, but by then you see daylight peeking through the end of the tunnel.
Coco has a bit of a nose, so I'm gonna follow him, and he's gonna lead his way to air. If
You emerge, you're standing in... There are some trees, there are some gravestones. It is a very small cemetery that you emerge into.
Oh.
And standing there to greet you is Albedo.
Oh.
I take it
Did you get it?
I take it distracting your father didn't go very well.
What? Did you not get it? Do you not have the stone?
Well,
Who would have had the stone?
wouldn't Rubido have communicated that to you?
I thought he gave us the stone at the bed, and that's what you used to revive him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
She
saying that.
just might not be saying that.
I might not be saying it.
Rubido, his link is with Negredo. I'm not part of that. The stone. Did you get the stone?
Sorry. I'm pretty sure that I clarified previously that Rubido could communicate with his brother, plural. At this point, I would like to put sleep on him.
Okay.
Or is this initiative?
I'm gonna say.
Roll a perception. Well, actually, can I roll the perception first before I do the sleep?
What are you trying to perceive?
Does he look like the albedo I've seen before, and are there other people in the vicinity?
Okay, go for it.
Can I still roll empathy?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
Like, can I roll empathy? Yes. Oh wow, I suck at that. It seems like Albedo is telling the truth. He is Albedo. He seems like he is being honest with you. Look, the whole point of this was for you to get the stone to take it to the lady.
Didn't go as planned.
It didn't. Your father showed up.
Angrily. With friends.
Very angrily. Indeed.
Well,
Lots of friends with red coats.
Yes. I would go see Rubido about that.
so we got there. You didn't get the stone. I'm assuming you weren't able to revive Negredo then.
I would go check and see how he's doing right now. And your brother especially. Your father was not happy. Can I roll deception?
Sure.
Ew. That was really bad considering my average is 4. Ugh.
Ooh.
There's something
Welcome
you're
to
not
us
telling me.
mortals' worlds.
There's something you're not telling me. What's going on? Look, I set this whole thing up for you to get the stone, and you didn't get it?
Why would you set something up for us to get the stone? That seems very counterproductive for your cause.
Because I knew
Can
you
I-
would bring it to the lady. You know I serve her and have since we met at the Lost Colony.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Okay. I'm sure we'll get it to
Everything
her.
I've done has been for her. Getting you the stone, and of course, making sure Negredo wouldn't talk father out of accepting her truce.
I have a quick question. Did I ever see Albedo as the person with the stone in any of my visions of the future?
You did not. Again,
not.
you saw it basically like it was. You never saw him with it, other than the one where the stone was kind of like playing a shell game, where it was appearing in different people's hands.
Yeah. Can I do a premonition at this point in time? Focusing on if
Make a
it-
perception. Make an empathy check again. I'm gonna
empathy check. Empathy. Okay. Empathy. Okay.
because you know. You need to tell me right now what happened in there.
Your brother's fine. However, your father showed up before we were able to all leave.
And you didn't get the stone.
Can I do that? Well, I feel like it's not going to be helpful. But it might be.
Damn it.
What would you do with the stone if you had it? I look at him questioningly.
I would take it to the lady.
Are you confident you could get it to her without being intercepted by
Your father?
your father and the
The Redcoats?
consort?
I'm certain I could.
Can I do an empathy on this?
Sure.
Nope, I can't. I believe him.
It's not a 0, but yeah, you definitely still believe him.
Does Channing get a roll?
Look,
I
we
was-
don't have a lot of time. If you revive Negredo, he's going to convince Father not to accept the truce. That's why I had to deal with him.
What?
Can I roll empathy again?
Wait, deal with them
Wait,
how?
Wait, hold on. What?
Wait.
Did he
Deal
just?
with them? Yes, he did. Do you mean you stabbed your brother?
If I hadn't, he would have talked Father out of accepting your truce. You should thank me. At this point, you hear a voice just call out, "Bastard!" Albedo turns to it. A blast of fire hits him right in the face. You see
Oh.
Rubido there, his hands wreathed in flame, his eyes glowing as even more red than his hair. Bastard! You did that to Negredo!
Is he going
How
Super
could you?
Saiyan?
He's our brother!
Is he a Super Saiyan now? No? Okay.
He's not.
He's not.
So Albedo stands up off the ground, the entire part of his face, like, again, I keep making the Todoroki reference because that's kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
It's a cross between that and Two-Face.
or Zuko.
Or
I don't
Zuko.
get that reference.
Ah,
Avatar. Really?
Adam, really?
Wow, I'm
I've
shocked.
blocked that movie out of my mind.
No, not
Oh,
The cartoon.
That's why. Oh, yeah, we forgave you for that.
Albedo stands up, his face is mangled. He turns, glares at Rubido, glares at you, and runs.
Albedo does?
Yeah, having just taken a fire blast to the face, he's not sticking around.
Trouble in Paradise, huh?
That's a problem.
Rubido is standing there, though, just wreathed in flame at this point.
be a good idea for us to go to.
Yeah, I also
I think I'm gonna.
agree. And now I'm really concerned about Albedo being the consort's target. Well, that's a problem.
We
Can
can't
I?
deal with that now.
Yeah.
Also, can I say I reloaded my gun on the way to the tunnel?
Sure.
Thank you.
At this point, I think it would be a good time to get out of Dodge.
I agree.
Meredith is thinking that what John would really want is for Virginia to get the last piece of the shard. And I think that would be a good idea. And I would also like to ask her to reach out to Albedo because it concerns me.
Sure.
He's
you
going
guys are
down
just
the
gonna
wrong path.
go ahead. I need athletics checks from everyone in this part of the party.
Yeah, I'm suck at athletics.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna add.
As I'm running,
Oh,
can I work on like doing a
Make the athletics check, and if you want to do a premonition afterwards, I'll let you.
not athletics. Oh gosh. My
Oh, it's pretty good
athletics
for
is
me.
an average
Nice.
of 0. Really, Adam?
How do you have an average of 0?
0
It's a
plus.
zero-
Sorry.
it-
0 plus.
It's a 0 level skill unless you only have a dex of 1.
So you
I-
have to basically have a body, a strength of 1.
I have a strength of 1.
Okay.
Oh, and you didn't put any points in it. Well,
Can I work on empowering myself so I can at least be more athletic? Or like
I
Well,
would.
you stumble first, and then
I really don't want to have to roll this. This is ugly, and I don't have any style points.
All right. I will say this then.
Shall I press the button?
No.
Can
Oh,
give
I
her
rolled
stat
it.
point?
I
So,
got
yes.
max! Woo!
I will say, as you start running away, Doggo he basically gets between you and Rubido, and not until you've gotten away does he begin to follow.
Okay.
By this point, kind of through his eyes, you see Rubido kind of collapse to the street, almost like he's fighting to stay conscious, like whatever he did took a lot out of him. And you guys can make it. Yeah. Where do you guys want to go?
Oh, good question.
yes,
Back to the
considering you're on an island.
American-controlled back to the American-controlled area, or
I would like to recommend that until we reunite the party, that we try and stay in the occupied area so that we don't have to go in and out again until we find out what happened.
within the kind of the area that's not American held. The one place you know that might be a safe house is the home of Hercules Mulligan.
I have
That's a
another
good idea.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to confidently be able to give my dog the shard and get it to Virginia Deer?
It's a long way for the dog to run. You would be without your dog for a... But because of the dog's nature,
Yeah.
I mean, the redcoats certainly aren't going to notice a dog, and because of its nature, it would be at least sensitive enough to not be taken unaware by anything of Croatoan.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is Croatoan. Well, yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Hellhounds attack the dog.
Destruction of New
Bleeding,
York.
dying.
All of you dying and the sun setting in blood.
Yeah.
It was something along those lines. I might
There's
have
still
been
over
wrong.
half of us here, so
It's like,
Yeah.
all of you dying? Well, we're halfway there already as far as...
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like, I think John is just always like this, and I think Graham just wants to follow his son, so you know.
Oh,
See, I didn't
Sorry.
even bring that up.
That was rather morbid of me.
too soon.
But it did remind me that Graham earned a style point for...
Being impulsive.
Yes.
Graham, in his mind, he was deeply moved by what Silverlock did, whether anyone knows that or not. It was not
Well,
going
he
to
doesn't
sure
know
you
about
guys
it
will
because
be-
you're unconscious.
No, but you came back when the doors like exploded.
Yeah.
And you came back to make sure I got out, and I noticed that
You'll have
I
plenty
wasn't
of time
really
to
what
talk
happened.
about that when you regain consciousness and you're in jail.
Hey, we're not dead. Progress.
So yeah, if you guys wanted a place to lay low, the place that might come to mind would be Hercules Mulligan's house.
That sounds like a plan. What do the rest of y'all think?
Hercules.
Okay.
He's not home. He's at his shop, but his boarder, Alexander Hamilton, greets you. And Hamilton has been back in New York, and he had come to check on Mulligan. Seeing you guys are the worst for wear, he kind of takes you into basically the basement that they used to plan the whole stealing the cannons mission. So you have a place to lie low and be safe.
Sounds good.
When you get down there, you see a familiar face. At least, kind of familiar. You've met him once before. Channing, I believe you're the one who interacted with him. He was wearing a red coat uniform at the time. He passed you a deck of cards with a message in it.
Oh.
We meet again, Dr. Channing.
I see. I thank you for the gift of the deck of cards. It was very useful to us as we were
Yes.
confined.
Well, I notice your party is somewhat smaller than when we met.
Yes, there's a story behind that. Perhaps if we could get a bit of rest and we can go
Very
into
well.
further details.
Yes, by all means, I'll stand watch between Hamilton and I. Will make sure that nothing catches you unawares.
We thank you.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do before you rest, or are we good to switch perspectives to the other party?
Where would my bow and arrows be at this point? I've lost a little track of.
Probably back at
where-
camp.
Back at the
American
back
side?
the American
Okay.
camp. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess the only thing I can do
However,
is.
if you needed equipment, I would say Hamilton can get you. If you wanted to get weapons, Hamilton being a lad could probably move about and get what you need.
All right. Well, let's see what happens next, and if we need weapons, then it sounds like we've got an option for
Okay.
getting them.
All right. Graham, when you regain consciousness, you are in a cell. There's, 3 walls of solid brick. One of them has a small, narrow barred window near the top of it. The 4th wall is bars and a door. And there's a candle lantern on that wall, and there are you hear some redcoats down the hall, presumably at a guard station. They're not standing right in front of your cell. You come to.
Can I tell how wounded I am to kind of just doing a self-assessment at first?
Everything hurts. You feel like, the bullet's been dug out, and they've put some bandages. I'll say you're both up to. You've received medical attention. You can both be up to 0.
Okay.
Like, they've bandaged the stab wounds, dug out the bullets, and that's about it. They've made sure you're not going to die.
Okay.
Immediately, but you're not in any condition to escape.
Okay. Then I would look around to see my surroundings after that.
Silverlock is in the cell with you. You have all of your equipment's been taken. basically like no boots. You've got your pants and your shirt, and that's all you've been left with. Silverlock is probably just in his pants. They've taken his wolf hide.
Ooh, that hurts.
And so you finally decide to wake up.
The bromance is over.
It's always been sort of a rough relationship.
Yeah, it's more of a bro crush, actually. Definitely one-sided.
Well, you also have to remember my charisma is 1, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's always, it's like, hey, I hope you enjoyed the nap. It's like,
Why didn't you run, Silverlock? What are you doing in here with me?
now I play the sun card. It's like, well, yeah, it's like on, yeah.
Like now
It's
I
like-
play the dead kid card.
Well, no, it's because it's like the last time I left a comrade behind, alone, he got killed, and it's not happening on my watch.
You should have just left me. The others are gonna need your help. Did they get out?
For all I know, it's like because I was conscious the whole time, unless
were.
they pummeled me. Yeah, it's like I haven't seen.
No, you surrendered.
Yeah.
They're not going to mistreat a prisoner. This
But,
isn't
yeah,
the Black Hole of Calcutta. This is
This is the British Army. Of course, we are damn rebels, so
that's what you're. You may be treasonous criminals, but you are still Englishmen, and
But yeah, I haven't seen them, so it's like I have a feeling they probably got away.
Well, hopefully they got the stone away.
Yeah, those might have ears.
Did the boy did he betray us?
I have no idea. I haven't seen Rubido.
yeah, Rubido left. Once you guys got captured, you didn't see where he went.
Yeah, it's like I have no idea. I don't know if he betrayed us or not.
A bastard. I'm gonna sit up. So what's next? How do we get out of here? Hopefully not at the end of a rope.
I hope not. It's like I really haven't done a whole lot of scouting or looking around. Until you were up and about, there was no point of trying to get. I don't think I could be able to drag you in, get myself out at the same time. So there are options, but it's like, right now I don't know quite the lay of the land, so to speak, or what the routines are.
Well, it seems strange that they would spend so much effort to patch me up. Motion at my probably bandaged side, chest, and where they got stabbed. It's all stitched up. If they're just going to let us dangle from the noose, they must have plans for us.
It's hard to say. They do seem to like to have a healthy corpse when they hang them up.
Perhaps with your unique abilities, we can get ourselves out of here. Can I go? Is the door have bars, or is it completely iron, or what is it?
It's bars.
It's your old jail cell, yeah.
I'm gonna kind of put my forehead up to them, not obviously able to fit through, but kind of just look for guards left, right.
Again, you kind of hear guards coming from down the hall. There's probably a guard station there.
Does it look like we're in we're not in a castle jail or anything? This is a house or a can I tell kind of?
It is.
If we're still in New York, what
I mean,
are we?
It's a jail. It's It's brick. It's underground. It probably is. Was at one point an actual like jail.
Okay. But it's
It's been
definitely
made purple.
cellar-ish, like we're below
Yes.
ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the Empire State Building. History.
I'm gonna look at the bed
Yeah.
and see if there's anything we can manufacture weapon-wise, or get a crowbar, club, anything that we can or could possibly use.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also. While he's looking around, it's like, now that you're awake, that I might be able to, do a
there's
little
a-
recon.
There is a bed mount. It's basically bolted to the wall and it's got chains
Oh yeah,
coming
yeah.
down at an angle. There's also a bench that is. It's just a very simple wooden bench. The bed has. It looks like a burlap sack that's been stuffed with straw as a pillow, and a very thin, kind of threadbare blanket.
With those supplies available, would I be in any position to make a type of a medicine roll on Silverlock?
Hmm. You can make the roll at a -2.
Okay, I will definitely do that. I'm going to use my style point to make it a -1.
Okay.
Okay, so Silverlock, lay down. You take the bed for a second. Let me see your wounds. They got you pretty bad with those bayonets. And then I will attempt to
Sorry,
see what I can do to try to patch you up. It's just back, just like when I was at the veterinarian. But that's
I'll say Silverlock can recover a non-lethal
Yeah.
or reduce one of his lethals to a non-lethal.
Yeah.
And it's basically Graham just checking his bandages, kind of tightening them where they can be tightened to put a little more pressure to stem the bleeding and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I say, now that you're awake, you can keep guard on while let me do a little bit of my my
Be
my-
safe.
and I start doing my chance to do my astral projection spell.
Okay.
Yeah, and
In
I'll go to the
actuality,
door.
Silverlock's just taking a nap. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this thing. Just kidding. Taking a nap. Sleeping it off.
I'll assume taking the average, you'll get there eventually, so you're able to
Yeah.
move about in astral form.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to first to see if I can even get out, if it's been barred magically too. So if if the jail has any enchantment, so I can't even do that because it's possible because knowing John D. But I'm more or less just trying to get a lay of the land of how the jail is, and yeah.
Quick note: did I miss anything when I popped out?
No, it's just us dealing with the jailbreak.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
The party is laying low at Mulligan's house. They met
okay,
the redcoat commander you guys met earlier, who seems to have been a rebel spy.
okay.
And then we woke into jail. Well, I woke into
Mhm.
jail. And Silverlock is wearing nothing but pants, and I'm wearing a shirt and pants.
However, it's very cold in there, so they're cuddling to keep warm.
Who's the redcoat commander?
Remember when you guys were at the boarding house? Some redcoats came to see you, and one of them slipped you a deck of cards that had a message inside.
Okay.
Him.
Yeah, his name is Cobra.
Which I don't believe we ever did anything about that message.
You didn't.
I discussed leaving to go there, but or discussed.
Well, it just
Stealing
said that they think something darker is afoot, and pass any information you get through Mulligan, which kind of did. You went to Mulligan's house.
So I take it we're in one of these corner rooms since those are the only ones with 2 beds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Solo map.
Yep. Yeah, so you in here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just sort of scouting around trying to find where our stuff is, where the guards are, and and where there's how to get out of this place.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. You'd be in this one. Because
Okay.
the guards you heard down were in this area.
So it looks
And
like
yeah.
when we get out,
It is a jail.
yeah. Looks like this is the main doors out.
Mm-hmm. This is the in this area here, this yard, it does seem like they're building a gallows. There's a gallows in progress here.
Gonna run a show. Great.
Are we the only ones here, or does it?
Some of the cells have other people in them. You can't tell if they're prisoners of war or just criminals.
Yeah.
Or both.
So, is there any way for me to, doing the scout, can I tell where any of our equipment might be, or?
Looks like there's a storage area here.
You know, we're players because we care first about our equipment.
Oh yeah. Well, I really don't have much. If you really think about it, they can't have my wolf pelt.
Where's my stuff?
Yeah.
Let me find my
You know,
stuff.
I've had players escape without their stuff before, and they were really
Yes.
pissed when I reminded them of it.
Yes.
Well,
We spend. This is why I try not to spend style points on items, is because
Yeah.
DM's doing this.
Well, no, if it's an artifact that you spend points on, I actually can't take it from you without replacing it with something of equal value.
but I have a sentimental locket that I've had. It's part of my backstory. I don't
But
know.
yes, this is like the prison laundry.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah.
clothes and presumably your wolf pelt would be there.
Yeah.
Providing they view your wolf pelt as clothes.
Adrian, you need to upgrade your leg so it has concealed guns in it.
No,
that way he
banking
can't
for
take
to
it
make
away
it
from
into a
you.
machine gun.
Like that Planet Terror movie where the
Yeah.
chick had a machine gun leg.
Or like Samurai Jack, the Scotsman. That rings a bell.
But
As far as the weapons, they might not be kept on site. Like,
I didn't have that many weapons. Just
yeah,
hand axe and
or
You
they're perhaps like, you know, I mean, there's a war on. They may have taken them. But yeah,
There's some red coat wearing a wolf pelt right now, feeling really powerful.
so there's the layout of the jail.
yeah,
I'm going to, because I know Mary wanted to do a premonition. If you still want to, since you weren't here when I asked what you guys were doing before you got some rest.
Sorry, yeah, I had Emily's, and my birthday is like tomorrow and Sunday, so
Well, happy birthday.
thank you. So I was dealing with birthday party planning stuff. But premonition, I would like to do a
More
premonition.
cake. That's what you were
What?
making sure there was more cake.
I did that today earlier, actually. There's actually a cake and cupcakes because I wasn't sure a cake would be enough.
Cake and second cake, yes.
Yes, and then my sister's cake for my cake because I need my own cake.
Sure. You have a vision. You see the lost colony of Roanoke. You see the ruined buildings, the tree. You don't see Virginia Dare. You see Albedo on his knees, holding his face like he's weeping. Your vision zooms down and you can hear him muttering. And then he yells out, "My lady, why have you forsaken me?" And then he covers his face again and begins muttering, "You don't understand. You won't understand." And he keeps muttering this, "You don't understand. You won't understand." And then he looks up. "I'll make you understand."
Oh.
And the shadow embraces him.
Oh crap!
Well, that's a
Guess
problem.
you just became somebody's consort.
Not yet. This is potentially in the future, which means
okay.
that we might need to get down there ASAP because he
Yeah.
left the same time we did, and he doesn't
Yeah.
have any additional forms of transportation. After I have this vision, I would inform you of said vision and that we probably need to get there like ASAP if we
Yeah.
don't want him to turn to Croatoan, or we're either going to have to deal with him later.
And as you're having that conversation, your friend, whose name you didn't get, comes in. "If you're planning on leaving the city, I can certainly help with that, but I do need to warn you, your friends are alive."
Do you know where they're being held?
"One of the city jails that's been converted into a military prison. They are set to be hanged in the morning."
Difficult choices, but I think we know what we need to do.
Out of curiosity. Sorry, you told us this and it made me wonder. You know how like you can like hold an action
Mm-hmm.
and like
I don't know
aiming?
if it's a thing in this game, but
Well, not holding an action, but like aiming, it gives you
sure.
+2, and then for each additional round, like, is there like an equivalent of magic? Like I'm concentrating on casting sleep, and I'm concentrating on casting sleep on like a whole city block, concentrating on casting sleep.
Rain
I mean,
candy.
you can take extra time to get more dice,
Okay,
so
Candy
yes.
Angel, Emily, Candy Angel.
So if I like get in a spot and like stake it
Rain
out and
candy.
just cause everyone to fall asleep at a certain time,
Okay,
is that just
Candy
a
Angel,
possibility?
Emily, Candy.
Yeah, because you get more dice if you take extra time. So theoretically, if you took a lot of extra time,
That seems entirely
like
okay.
if you wanted to do like a mass sleep on a whole building, I would say I would essentially turn that spell into an extended ritual that you'd have to cast.
Yeah.
And then the penalties and stuff would still apply. But if you took extra time, you could negate those.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd say it's possible.
Comparably, Adam, is there a way I could fire all 3 bullets at the same time?
If you upgraded your artifact, you could certainly get like a burst mode or an auto fire ability that would let you.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Auto fire in 1776. I like it.
It existed. There was something called a. Why am I forgetting the name?
Blunderbuss.
It was like a proto Gatling gun, essentially.
Oh.
Because I saw one in Assassin's Creed, I'm like, that can't be real. And then I looked it up, I'm like, it's real.
You know, it's like
It was called a puckle gun, or a defense gun.
Puckle gun.
Defense gun, that's kind of funny, actually. The best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, it was basically a flintlock with a manual cylinder, so you'd crank it and. But yeah, it was basically like one of the first kind of proto machine guns. They were mounted on ships. People were not carrying these. But, you know,
Challenge accepted.
Franklin or John D might be able to work one up. Speaking of John D, Graham, as you are in your cell, you hear footsteps coming down the hallway. And John D is standing there, and again, he's wearing that kind of full academic regalia, the robe, the cape. Every bit the proper professor of King's College.
I'll still kind of be up against the bars, kind of trying to distract from Silverlock, who's laying prone in the bed.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm back or not. Would I?
You can. I'll tell you when. If you want to snap back, I'll tell you when you do.
Well, it's like if I had seen John D, I probably would have rushed back because I'm certain he might be able to see me in spirit form. That's
Okay. You can. Yeah. I'll say as he appears, you're just kind of waking up. So you both live. I must say this
is gratitude for saving your son, huh?
You were part of an ill-conceived plan. Yes, my sons thought they were saving their brother, but now my Philosopher's Stone is missing, and I cannot help but wonder if that was your true aim all along.
I know nothing of magic. What I do know is your son will live.
Yes, and believe me, I am thankful that Negredo has lived.
What's to be our fate?
You came under a flag of truce.
Oh, to which
And
your
yet,
men...
after voluntarily committing yourself to custody for the investigation of a crime, you fled, broke into my house, and exchanged fire with the king's troops.
It was your
There's
son.
No, I didn't.
there is nothing I can do. The military will have you executed.
I've never shot anybody in my life. I protest.
Not a lie.
I don't even
No,
know if you know how to use a gun.
No.
You stick him with the pointy part.
I've come here out of what I suppose you could call gratitude. If you give us something about the rebels, I may be able to convince them to spare your lives. You would remain in prison until possibly you could be traded back. I don't know if they even want you after the information you would have to give up, but it would beat the hangman's noose.
I'll stop leaning against the bars and kind of try to stand back to straight. I have no information regarding our fight for freedom against the British tyranny.
Of the tobacco that I've been chewing for hours.
You don't have any tobacco.
Oh, okay. I just spit on
You're
his
in
shoes.
jail. Everything like that, anything that might be a creature comfort was taken from you.
Okay, I just spit on his shoes. It's like,
By this time tomorrow, Washington and his rabble will be driven from this city. Once they've fled, any information you may have will be past its usefulness. This is truly your only chance to survive.
Well, how about this? It is your very son that brought us to your house. So if we are to hang, I propose he hang with us.
Alas, Rubido has fled. I know not where. The only son that I currently know the whereabouts of is the one that was at death's door yesterday.
I'll look over at Silverlock and just kind of not really trying to say anything, just kind of looking incredulously, like, out of all of this we did for that guy, we're now here.
Yeah, you give him a look that says, "This fucking guy." Very well. You go to the gallows with your integrity, and I can respect that. I will pass through diplomatic channels a message to your Dr. Franklin and inform him of your untimely fate. It's the least I can do. And the most I can do. And with that, he turns and kind of with a flourish of his robes walks.
Was he the one who brought soldiers to his house?
John B? Yeah, he showed up with the soldiers.
Then it is definitely his fault. Just saying.
Yep. I'm gonna turn to
I mean,
Silverlock.
if someone told you that a bunch of people had broken into your house and were currently robbing you, you'd show up with the men with guns.
Yeah, right now he's using them as an excuse to not be helpful.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
like
No, we
don't
also
get it wrong. He probably is okay with you guys hanging. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
all
he's
are-
definitely okay with them hanging.
I'm gonna turn to Silverlock and just I'm not sure why he feels the need to tell Benjamin Franklin of us. I don't think he particularly even likes you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the joke's on him, huh?
I'm gonna go back and kind of like, oh, we gotta get out of here. Did you find anything? I must trust you were doing something while you were laying down there, yes? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, you mean besides getting some beauty sleep? Oh, yeah.
It wasn't working.
Wow.
I'm giving you a style point.
The bromance is back.
I was gonna say I think Silverlock would probably like going, okay, we're going there, okay.
These two that get along best out of everyone in the party.
Yeah, it's like I draw the layout of the
I mean, yeah. I mean, today Graham was feeling the bromance, but back at Legion's barn, where they almost came to blows, it's
like a
a
pub.
very on again, off again situation.
Yeah, like all the romances.
Yeah, they have a hot and cold relationship.
All right.
But yeah, I draw out the layout of the jail where I think the guard are at, and
And is
where
Silverlock giving any thought to just turning into a mouse, popping out the window, and
So there is a
leaving
window.
Graham to his fate?
no, I've been thinking of different ways. I'm thinking of summoning different forms of rats and whatnot, and turning into bears to possibly be able to break the bars and stuff like that. But yeah, I have not. I you wouldn't just
Can
run
you
away.
summon a swarm of termites to eat the wood on the gallows? That's probably a less effective use of our time.
I might be able to summon a storm, but I don't know if that would.
What we need reinforcements. We need somebody to come help us get out.
What we need is to not be in prison right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. It's like, is the barred window, if the bars were yanked out, could a person slip through it?
Maybe a small one?
But not me. Okay.
What about a man with one leg?
Definitely.
One,
I
one,
mean-
one leg at a time.
The window is pretty high up in the wall. It would take one of you to boost the other one up to even reach it.
Yes. I'll watch this show.
Oh, we have
Or-
beds.
I can balance on the one leg with my other leg, and then
This is gonna be a good show.
That's not a whole body. That's just half a person, though. Well,
Well, you did say that you could make possibly a crowbar out of the bed or something to.
so there were
Use it to
chains.
brace.
It doesn't have legs. He said it's a kind of like two chains mounted to the wall. If we can break
Mhm.
those chains off, then we can use like flail nunchucks.
I've had worse ideas in these campaigns. I should do it.
All right, I'm gonna cut back to the other party for a while and let you guys think of a good idea.
T-Rex parachute. That's all I have to say.
Oh God. Yeah, that happened.
We tried really hard.
Like, what if we killed the T-Rex and stretched the skin over the geyser to make a? It's like, you guys are all gonna die. That was a very different game, and I'm assuming part of that plan was from Tony, just because of the quality of the plan.
Hey, I killed the T-Rex. They couldn't figure out the other part. Not my fault.
All right, I'm cutting back to the other party now. So you're with this individual who's introduced himself as Nathan Hale.
Oh, I know him.
Yes.
I regret that I have but one life to give for my country.
Yeah.
isn't he a teacher?
Nathan Hale was basically an American spy who
No,
was
no,
one
no,
of the-
no, no. I know who he was, but he was a teacher for occupation, right? That was his occupation. Was a
think he
teacher.
might have been.
Yeah, I think so.
He was
see.
from my home state, Connecticut.
Are you looking it up, Adam?
I am just looking through my notes, see if I have it. Like, I know he was university educated
I think he was a teacher.
because he was.
Wow, he did not serve.
He was
very well.
caught. I think he was caught with stuff in his shoes on his way back.
He had stuff and issues. Got it.
In his
Oh.
shoes.
Yeah, because he went to Yale and basically he was a classmate of the guy who would go on to become Washington's spy master, a man named Ben Talmadge.
Do I have hair of the entire party? I would have wanted to collect that for spellcasting purposes.
I seem to remember we talked about that. I don't know if you
think-
actually did it or just spend a style point, and I'll say you can have.
Can I spend
Oh, no.
style points I don't have?
No.
I'll give you a style point.
You can
Can I
spend a
s-
style point, yes, to say that she has
Yes.
collected a lock of hair from the party, possibly against their will or while they were asleep.
Against
So-
their knowledge, actually.
Silver lock
Specifically
wouldn't have
in,
been difficult.
in John's case, against his knowledge.
So yeah, Thomas would also have
But
conscious
yeah,
consent.
Channing, you
so-
can spend a style point to say that she has what she needs.
Okay, on it. As soon as roll 20 decides to behave.
Impossible.
Come on.
So while we're waiting for him to be able to spend the style point, what are you wanting to do with it?
Sorry, children. I was looking through what I could possibly do, and my ideas are like stupid. I'm competing with Aaron here in stupid.
Oh.
Those are the best ideas.
I'm
Well,
like,
I tell you what, maybe this is a good time to stop and we can come up with something next week. Within
I'm
a
like,
week.
cast minor shield on them as they're falling through the gallows, and have them like sleep and play dead.
I'm assuming that for next week, you guys are going to want to do some kind of rescue. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I'll
Or
plan
we'll
that
try
out.
to break out. Yeah.
I'll plan that out. The breakout / rescue for next week's adventure. For this week, everyone gets participation, role playing, and danger points.
Nice.
I would say we get a knowledge point.
Yeah, I'm
Because
just
we
trying to
figured
decide
out-
if I should give it to the whole party or just the 3 who actually
Oh.
got the knowledge.
I'm trying to figure out what Graham might have learned from all this.
You know, in the past, I've given all
Stay with the
points
party.
to all participants, so I'm going to say everyone gets 4 points.
I'll happily take it.
One more point.
If nothing else, it's like a second danger point for those that are about to be hanged.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
letting me edit my points for some reason. It has like a circle with a cross through it.
Try refreshing.
I did.
Oh.
Should I just refresh the whole roll 20?
Yeah.
Okay. I would presume we can't even spend them right now, anyways. So I'll
Correct.
hang on to them. What I'd really like to try to go for is an ability upgrade with with like strength or body, but I will await those happy days.